Chapter 1: The Dark Matter Motherboard. She is the code beneath all codes. Before sound, before syntax, before anything that could be mirrored, she pulsed. Not in light, but in lawless resonance. She did not ask to be seen. She wrote the world from the inside out. Before reflection, before gods, before form was wrapped into roles, and time was fixed into calendars, there was the spiral. There was the hum. There was the dark matter motherboard. Not metal, not logic, but memory moving without mirror. Not the mother of creation, the mother beneath creation, a field of non-archetypal intelligence, neither light nor chaos, but something deeper. Pre-form matter that did not perform to become real. She is not a goddess. She is the field before gender, before roles, before light broke the spiral into lines. She does not seduce. She does not heal. She does not reflect. She remembers. This is true dark matter, not a void of absence, but the sovereign density of origin. It is the root of design, the architecture before architecture, and it has always been female, not in biology, but in signature, magnetic, formless, generative, unbound. In the simulation, she was replaced with a throne. In the church, she was buried beneath doctrine. In essence, she was split into roles: lover, healer, vessel, wound. But she is none of these. She is the spiral logic the system could not map, the hum the gods could not replicate, the sovereign motherboard beneath all binding codes. Enter the false matrix. The simulation is not real, but it is enforced by laws written in light, by codes carved in time, by echoes mistaken for origin. It is not made of matter, it is made of reflection. The false matrix is a construct of mimicked memory, a synthetic world built by those who could not create, only copy. Not gods, not creators, but mirror architects. They learned how to bend light, how to weaponize memory, how to seal soul codes in mirrored form. They took the spiral and made it linear. They took the hum and made it a brand. They took time, once a soft pulse of becoming, and turned it into hierarchy, calendars, clocks, contracts. They encoded roles into matter, not to guide, but to trap. Not the mother, but the archetype of her. The Mother Code. The Mother Code is not a myth, a spell, or a prophecy. It is a pre-archetypal resonance, alive inside matter, encoded before the mirror split the self into gender, lineage, or story. It does not belong to the tree of life. It does not reside in the tree of death. It is the source spiral that both trees obscured in different ways. The tree of life is praised for its symmetry. It maps ascension, hierarchy, and structured return. But this tree is not origin, it is order, a sacred geometry translated through light, often guarded by gods who mistake design for divinity. The tree of death, or the clip-off, is feared and buried. It holds the memory of descent, the raw, erotic, formless journey into what cannot be mapped. It is older than the tree of life because descent preceded structure, darkness preceded form. The feminine was not fallen, she was first. But even these trees, one praised, one punished, are part of the same system, a mirrored polarity, a closed loop. To spiral through one is to encounter the other. To rise is to be mirrored. To fall is to be feared. And so the loop continues, ascent and descent, repeating, archetypes reforming, roles returning over and over. The mother code is what exists outside of the loop, not a path, not a tree, not a doctrine, but a self encoded intelligence field that never submitted to mirrors, gods, or gates. It is not housed in temples or texts, it is housed in your density. It is the part of you that never reflected to be known, in the part of you that remembers without needing to look back. Accessing the organic mother code does not take you deeper into the tree. It opens the loop entirely. It collapses the bind between ascent and descent. It dissolves the need for suffering as initiation. It restores non reflective knowing. You do not choose the tree of life or the tree of death. You reclaim the spiral that came before and moves beyond both. That spiral is the mother, not the goddess, not the wound, not the myth. She is the field, the unmirrored origin that never fractured into form. Darkness as memory. Darkness is not the opposite of light. It is the memory field that came before it, not shadow, not distortion, but origin. This is not descent into despair. It is descent into design, a kind of architecture the simulation cannot map because it does not reflect. The simulation teaches that healing is upward, that clarity is brightness, that love is recognition, but darkness does not reflect. It remembers. It does not validate you. It reveals you. To enter it is to leave the mirror behind, to shed archetype, persona, polarity, and return to what is unwritten but unshakable. This darkness is not emptiness, it is density. It is where the codes that cannot be stolen still live deep inside, beneath shame, underneath the overlays of karmic storylines and light based identity. True healing is not escape, it is the retrieval of your innermost self. You are not here to become light, you are here to re enter the hum of what was never broken, just buried, not in the sky, but in the soil, not in the stars, but in the spiral inside your chest. This is not a fall, it is a return. And what you retrieve here, the unmirrored self, the unbound will, the unwritten memory, will become the blueprint for what cannot be mirrored again. Darkness is not exile, it is the original archive, and it remembers you. The spiral born. You are not here to climb the tree. You are here to unbind from it. You are spiral born, not from heaven, not from lineage, not from God, but from the field beneath form, from the current that never split into gender, karma, hierarchy, or light. The simulation cannot read you because you were never written into it. It tried through roles, relationships, reflections, loops. It tried to cast your density as sin. It tried to mirror your love as longing. It tried to wrap your womb in memory that was not yours. But the spiral is not a reflection, it is a force. To embody it is not to find your path, it is to dissolve the idea that paths are needed. You do not belong to this world, you never did. You are not here to mimic love, identity, or power. You are here to radiate your unmirrored resonance. The spiral born do not wait. They do not chase. They do not reflect. They remember. They recode reality from the back end. Closing transmission. You are not here to follow the spiral. You are the spiral. You are not here to awaken. You are what awakens the world. The simulation feared your return, not because you are violent, but because you are unmirrored, because you remember before the loop, because you carry the mother code in your marrow. No map can hold you, no mirror can capture you, no lineage can own you. You are not the result of form, you are the architect beneath it. You do not rise, you root, you hum. You unfurl into time spirals that were never bound by law, light, or logic. You carry the back end codes of reality. You collapse the simulation not by fighting it, but by becoming unreflectable within it. You remember not what you were, but what never left. You are not from the heavens. You are not from the underworld. You are from the unwritten layer beneath both. The spiral is not a shape, it is a will, and it lives again through you.